Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. So, in the last one, we did a bunch of side quests. We helped Mid get set up and build her little... I didn't even look at the map. Mid's dungeon. We helped build that. And I also... I've taken a week break, so I got to rewatch, half my videos multiple times for editing, and my god. A lot has gone on, but despite all that, we haven't really covered any of these. I also changed a few things with these. Actually, since I made this board, I don't know if we really changed that much. I only added 2 things to it. We're not really going to 3craft here. There's just not enough to go off of. But Titan still had his... Does he still have his powers after the fight? I don't know why I'm wondering that. There's something about the way Clive took his powers, like against his own will, like he was just trying to approach him, and then he took him from a distance. Like there was no hand, like thing like usual. Like we just sucked it out of him, which is weird to me. I don't understand it. It's almost like we were being forced to take the powers, and I wonder if that has to do with Mystery Man, Royal Knight Commander, Royal Lloyd, whatever his name is, So those are the only 2 questions that I had to add to the board. Still not, yeah, we'll just keep it like that. Still not, much to go off of yet. Hopefully we're getting a bunch of stories soon, because we have nothing left to do, especially here, and yeah, we're all caught up right now. I want to see if his song is the same. I know we checked it recently. Yeah, Toy Soldiers. I need to get away from him. So, I'm still a little curious about him. I can't tell if he is telling... He's kind of predicting the future or telling past events, because I went through a few of his old quotes here, and like right after we got to this new hideout, the song he sang, as hither yon dance autumn winds atop the rotten pier of Sid's return the faithful sing across the blighted mere. That seems like a present state kind of song, but the Toy Soldiers one doesn't seem like anything that's happened yet. And like post when we met Uncle, against the gloom of bygone days do motes of flame take flight? From glowing embers beacons blaze to see us through the night. I don't know what that one is. Like, I'm trying so hard to, like, figure out, because I'm just really curious about the Bard songs now. Like, before, I was somewhat curious, but I'm like, oh, that's cool. But now I'm, like, really curious since he's mentioned Toy Soldiers, because we all know I'm obsessed with Olivier's Toy Soldier there. But, yeah. I guess we'll see where it goes. I'm going to be checking in with him a little more often. Other than that, I think... Oh, yeah, the kids mentioned that Mid is knowledgeable in dungeoneering. And at first I was like, okay, what would Mid possibly be helping us with? But dungeoneering... She's probably going to help us be able to explore Fallen Runes. Right? Please? I want that more than anything. There's nothing I want to learn more about right now than Fallen Runes and what's happening to Joshua, honestly. Oh, the last thing that I forgot to mention is, I think this is updated since then. It's kind of sad, but when I was editing, I noticed that Torgal, obviously you can see his upgraded form. Before it said Snowcloak, which I thought was a nice little nod to the fact that when he became Fenrir, his title was named after the dungeon you fight Fenrir in FF14. But I think that was the last one. The one before this, 5. Somehow we got to 6 since then. But yeah, just thought that was cool. I might have already mentioned that and just forgot to remove it. Like, so if I mentioned that in the past, sorry, but we're moving on with story. It's happening.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles.
We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
He's an Ash. He's in the Kingdom of Waloed for sure. Right? Uh-oh. Did we break her?
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute? We, have a guest.
Another one?
A guest?
I almost didn't notice, but the models and everything just updated, like, right when Otto talked. It's like cutscene quality just slightly increased. Hey!
No trouble. It was a pleasure, in hindsight. Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy! Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favorite uncle is here!
Him and Mid are tied for, like, my favorite characters. Like, nothing bad better ever happen to either of them, because I love them. And I barely know either of them. Okay, twin side, huh? Ah, this place looks great.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept
Oh,
their
Dion.
fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations. Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Aye, and we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmecs empty their treasuries for us.
Of course, none of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
What?
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
I have questions.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmecs will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can. And once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him. And while His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka.
Yeah, he doesn't have any
He's
hands.
engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmecs to send for him, he would not arrive in time. As much as I would enjoy witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan,
Oh,
it is
tease.
not to be.
Damn. That would be epic.
What of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
Come on, Dion. Look at him. Ugh.
Dion?
Yes, sire.
What is the point of this flower?
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
I do want to hit lore before the end of this, before it cuts away.
That is your wish, your radiance. I shall depart at once.
Flower. Okay, I think it's safe. We can read about Twinside after this. Thank God that elegant white flower that is a symbol of the Holy Empire. Oh, I thought there'd be a little more to this. Okay. I'm glad I was right about Dion, though. I just repeatedly, like, ever since I first saw him, I'm like, yep, he's going to be a good guy. It reminded me of Reeves talking to the President Shinra. If Reeves was President Shinra's son, but he's not.
May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
Oh, no.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
Can we like actually recruit him? Because I would love Dion at the hideout. I swear to this guy. It's funny that like he's playing with a soldier.
What's Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Yeah. We will in a second. Good, nothing's updated. It's funny that he's playing with a soldier, but his mother seems to be like treating him as a toy soldier too. I think it's just kind of a metaphor for that, in a way. I don't know. I don't know why they mentioned Olivier talked Kupka out of it. The kid doesn't seem like he talks. He also doesn't even really feel like a person. He feels like a doll. Like Annabella's doll.
Well, fuck me. Never thought I'd see the dear Lord Byron Rossfield of the Seven High Houses came to tea.
I hope he wasn't followed. That would be not great.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow.
I was going to visit
As
him.
are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I
Was a sentence.
Aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
What?
2,000?
That's a lot.
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dhalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
Okay.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly her royal navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next.
Thank you,
And in
teleporting.
the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift, and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts.
Wait, really?
But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde? To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance? No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert. And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
Well, so that would repair his hands, going back to Drake's.
So it was the
Bang.
Waluders who spirited the wretch away. Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Canberward on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready. I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
Okay. I'm scared that like him coming with us is gonna get people to notice that he is alive. Also, Hugo would definitely hurt the people that Clive loves. So if he found out that Byron's Byron's in contact with him, that's scary.
Here for another of my lectures.
About Byron.
Lord Byron Rosfield.
Of the Seven High Houses, protector of Port Isolde, and your uncle, no
I heard
less.
tell.
He was an adventurous soul, and journeying alone to the secret lair of the villainous Cid the Outlaw would certainly seem to give truth to such rumors. He will make a valuable ally, and a generous one, I hope. And his connections among the nobility will surely prove useful.
Why?
Perhaps we will soon be inviting the heads of the remaining high houses to the grand soiree here in the hideout. I must practice my steps. I hope not. That would be a bad idea.
Allow me to educate you. I
All
have
right.
the details here.
I'm just going to click into these because they're marked, hold on. Where's... There he is. Manipulates. Appropriate. Yeah. They are certainly manipulates. Secretly backs? What do you mean secretly backs? I don't think it's any secret. Mistrusts Bahamut's dominant. Mistrust father, question mark? Ooh. You got any more on Dion? Oh yeah, you only had one thing. Wait. Oh no, it is the same. Okay, I forgot I read this already. God damn it. All right.
Very good.
Oh, no.
And how may I assist you today?
I gotta click this one.
One must understand one's place in the world.
All right, the rest of the Dalmex are still going for Twinside. Imperial army's there. Walud's nowhere to be seen, although that obviously they're helping out here. Not all of them. I wonder what the rest is doing. And Iron Kingdom's also doing absolutely who knows what.
Thus ends today's lesson.
No one's updated. The only thing I'm going to do is double check a lore piece and
The Littlers
Bard.
have been up to their old trick.
All right. Okay, you're the same. I didn't mean to click him too. All right, one lore piece. I don't think anyone's going to update till we come back.
My knowledge is yours. I have a few new notes that might interest you.
Yeah.
You wish
Not
to
even-
study the tomes?
Not even close. Okay, all relevant stuff is here. I'm going to see if I can find this. Ah, this is the information I missed or wanted to read later or save for later. It was like one sentence. After unilateral maneuver by the Empire, it became the Imperial capital. Yeah, that's pretty much all that was there. And as for new mysteries, brand removal, we learned about in the side quest that there's poison mixed in with it. Poison ink, which is very interesting. Frostwolf, we learned plenty about this. Yeah. Bolts of ice. There's a question. These are newly mentioned to us. The Einherjar, the flagship of the Waluder Navy, also known as the Black Galleon, alongside the Royal Cavalry. It is the pride of Walud, and is capable of swiftly delivering elite troops onto enemy soil to make war in the name of mighty Odin. Okay. Which would make me think that they do have a water dominant, and Olivier's not a water dominant. Like, just like how big they are on the sea. They have Odin and then nothing else? I mean, they had Garuda. Apparently they had Ramu a long time ago. Astrologer. Members of the clergy who divine the future from the movements of the heavens. Okay. It's long been custom for the astrologers of the imperial court to share their auguries only with the emperor, granting them significant political influence. Provided, that is, that the emperor of the day shares Sylvester's inclinations to heed their advice. All right. I haven't even read this new update on mid, but I saw the word fallen somewhere in there. From a young age, Mid showed the same passion for invention as her father and an even greater aptitude. She's well versed in the secrets of modern and fallen technologies as any scholar in the twins. And means to put that knowledge to use in service of the Hideaway. I feel like... Yeah, that's the same line that we heard the first time. But just reading that a second time just reminds me. I guess it has been a week, so I sometimes forget stuff. But yeah, she's definitely going to help with that. I can't wait. All right, that's everything.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
Tone says he's looking for books about Torgal.
Main story. I forgot to mention that I also did a few more arcade dungeons and failed the fire one. Mount Drustinus, I failed like twice because you're limited to 4 potions and you can't like you can't get more potions in the dungeon. Like it's actually kind of tough. I was enjoying dying to it. I never got an S rank though. I was just doing it between work.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
Well, we think.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is Kupka's head. I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalamil. Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's. All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalamil Inn. We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Well, you got a problem with him?
What's wrong, Gav?
It's this gold your uncle gave us. Are you sure it's all right for us to take it?
My uncle isn't easily refused. Especially where dispersing his wealth is concerned.
But 2,000 talents? I don't even know how much that is in Gil.
It's the price of a quayside mansion in the Crystalline Dominion. He sold one to fund our endeavor.
What
he was hoping to part with it anyway, what with war brewing in the region. And, luckily for him, a Sambraquan noble was willing to pay over the odds for a foothold in the Holy Emperor's neighborhood.
But still, 2,000 talents? I mean, is it normal for nobles to give away that kind of money?
No.
It's normal for my uncle.
Fuck me. Oh, the other half live, eh?
Well, now that we've got a few gills to rub together, do you think it'd be all right if I splashed out on a few bottles of Lost Wing's finest?
Here, leave some for the rest of us, Otto. If he's filling his cellar, I'm filling our larder, starting with a barrel of the best salt-cured northern salmon.
I'll leave you to decide how best to use it. Just don't spend it all at once, all right?
This happens to everyone who sees money.
I've never seen a crate full of gil before, let alone 2. Your uncle certainly knows how to make an entrance.
An entire mansion worth of gil in those boxes is something.
They call Rosina the Desert Hare on account of how little escapes her ears. That and her habit of bolting at the first sign of danger. But if she knew Sid was looking for her, she might just be tempted back out of her burrow.
Okay. I'm excited if we get a whole new, like, obelisk-ish area to explore. How do you describe just an instanced area that's not grass? Like, give us a different biome.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart.
I mean, I'm sure
Shall
we
we?
will.
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Don't be in trouble, Byron. Oh, yeah. Okay, you can kind of, like, tell where the instance areas are, too, with these fences. Like, this whole fenced-in area is one instance. Same with this one. And I think that, like, those are actually complete. Like, this is nothing. Although, maybe this could be a whole instanced area at some point. Like, the blighted area of old Iron Blood? Or Northern Territories. Which makes me wonder... Oh yeah, this is 100% the final area that you get to explore. Okay. A vast arid sea of sand and stone that has been slowly consuming western Dhalmekia since time immemorial. And Cosnus is somewhere over to the west of this. We've seen it a little. Wait, that's at Velcroy, right? Not Valkrum? Alright, FF12. This looks very much... Actually, this kind of looks like the Valkrum Dunes, too, a little bit. I take it back.
I was a young man when last I walked this path. There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
This is interesting. Are you going to fight with me, Byron? Please say joins the party. Riddle of the Sands. He does have his axe on him. Joins the party? Oh, you... Hi, Torgo. I wonder if he's just going to go in and out of Fenrir at any point. Alright, I'm going to regret this, but... Okay. North. Desert. So... Huh. Well, this is going to be bad. Thank God we have a chocobo. This is huge. And I thought this was just going to be a linear
Our destination lies over that
game.
dune, beyond the ruins.
How do you even navigate this?
Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
Helldiver. Oh. Oh, I did forget I changed my abilities and got quite a bit of practice with them too. Looking around here is going to be very difficult, and it's just huge, so I may stick to like story for this episode, but I'm going to kill these scorpions, that's for sure. So I got this move. That's new. Oh, late. I also decided to go with upheaval for damage. And this is such a waste, but... Earthen Fury. Oh! So those are the moves I have now. I obviously still have Rising Flames and Flames of Rebirth because I just can't seem to get rid of them. No matter how hard I try. But this is mostly an AoE build. So like single target, it's not going to do that much damage. I should use Judgment Bolt if I'm going to do single target. Oh, music. Bloodfang. I just wanted to go in here and see. Okay, this isn't that big. We can take a look up here quick, right? No one's gonna hate me for that. Leadfang. In fact,
This one.
all right. Yeah, I can't stop myself. Every time I'm like, I won't explore. It's fine. But then again, YouTube's not pushing this series at all. I think maybe like impression-wise, it's been almost non-existent. So even if people wanted to watch it, they can't find it. So I'm gonna play how I want. It's not like it's being shown to anyone. Mithril belt. Don't be better. Okay. I worked hard to get that. We still need a scarletite to make the bracelet for that. Someday. Alright, I guess I'll explore up here and then skip back to the center after we're done. Damn. This place has no music, though. I guess it is a destroyed village.
I can't see a thing.
Come, Clive. Let us turn back before we lose our way.
Oh, please let us lose our way. Do I have a 5 combo now? Why did that keep going?
This one.
Oh.
Over here.
I'd love to use Titan's block, but it's so hard with the little enemies. I feel like I've gotten really good at it since I've been sitting around doing nothing but training in the Aret Stone since last week. The cool thing I learned about this ability, it can't kill an enemy. It, if they have 1 health, it'll still give you, like, combo. Alright, that's fine. So that move, I figured out, it's actually really cool, and I actually do want to discuss this one, because I find it fascinating. It can be used to block a strike, and if it does block the strike, it changes the follow-up attack. It stops time, increases damage, and reduces the ability cooldown by 50%. Basically, you can use Raging Fist right away to block an attack, and it'll bring the stagger gauge of most enemies to halfway. Then it's back by the time you need to, by the time they get up from their stagger. So you can use it again to stagger them, like fully. It's interesting, but it's really, it's enemy dependent. And at some points I was able to hit them with the block on the first hit, and it would stagger them on the initial like hit, and then it would stop time and do all the hits to get like 1.3 times damage built up before I even start their stagger bar. It was great. So that's ideal, but very difficult to pull off. Like, you got to be very, like, that stagger bar has to be almost non-existent by the time you block their attack.
All right.
Goblin Mugger? Uh-oh, caster. Oh, I thought you were going to protect. What am I doing? I meant to...
This one.
I meant to use wind up. Damn. The one thing I've done since getting decent at like blocking and all that stuff is I've gotten worse at timing sick. Like much worse. So I have to like relearn it because like mentally I'm not thinking about it anymore. Wait, you're just a normal wild one? Wait, you're a red chocobo. Where's that brown? Oh, I was hoping it was the mountain chocobos. You know what? I'll just use this. Damn, it's such a good move. Oops. That's what I meant to use. Alright, it seems like there's actually nothing out here. I was hoping for a tower. You know, that has the random chest at the end. Yeah, it just seems like dead ends and sandstorm. Oh god, that's I've probably been going on for a bit, so maybe I'll skip a few fights while we look around here. I guess the towers would have landmarks on them, and like this might be, well, it could be an abandoned village, but it could be a tower. I don't know. A lot of these areas seem like they're going to be side quests. Uh-oh. I think we fought one of you. Yeah, I remember in the dungeon we have. Honestly, I don't think that thing's going to live. Oh, I meant to wind up. Oh, well. Yeah, if I would have added wind up, I think that's like 45k. Damn. And those were just AoE moves. Another chronolith. Will you please? How? Oh, the Hand of Titan. Huh. The rest of them were like Hand of Mimos. Or Mimas? Why Hand of Titan? Are the other ones secretly icons? Is it like the true name of... I don't know. Interesting. Alright. Are you ready? We have so far back to go. Okay, we're heading straight back there. Alright, no distractions. I love how it made me get off the chocobo for that village. I mean, it's fair.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, you and I rode this way together.
Let me just grab that.
Your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Good thing no one's here to hear that embarrassing story. It's so weird. It's like a reverse Octopath 1 situation where outside of battle, they talk all the time, but in battle, it kind of feels like they're not even there. Like, Jill never says anything. Byron hasn't said a word in battle. Oh, we gotta grab this. I guess sometimes they have, like, actual conversations, like, story scripted, but they never, like, communicate with each other when they're attacking or anything, which is interesting. Wait, I thought this was the story. Well, we're checking this out. Hi, guys.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn?
Friends of friends, I'd wager. Not that they looked very friendly.
Oh, they didn't recognize them? They're probably Walud soldiers then. Let's dismount quick. I mean, this is just straight up a desert area. I am level 32, so I don't really need to fight everything. And until we see some sort of crafting system that isn't just, here's the most recent equipment you can craft, we don't really need extra materials. Like, you could give me 1,000,000 bloody hides and I'd be like, all right, I need 20 for this sword. Now what? Crafting system hasn't been very in-depth so far. Ooh. Oh. God, water always looks great in, like, deserts. Just that perfect contrast. Why is it all white back there? Is that like reverse blight?
Ah, there she is. The good old Dalamil Inn.
Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Uh-oh. Sure. Wonder how many chests I'm missing. Oh! Ambush? You know what? Just because you ambushed me. Actually, we'll make this fast.
Enough.
Oh. The only thing that sucks about that one is you really have to aim it.
This one. Get him.
Oh. Okay. I did get desert roses though, which are. Is that good? I really hope there's some sort of additional crafting system at some point. It does kind of feel like we're halfway through the game though, so kind of weird to introduce it now. Sometimes I just can't tell where I am in the combo. Right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. But sometimes it just kind of resets if I even take like a millisecond to hit square after. Alright, I'm just going to personally check this edge quick. Alright, so there was nothing that way except for Byron judging me for being bad at directions. And a few enemies. But we're already over leveled. Near levels, I guess. Alright, before we even... you already have information on it. Literal oasis in the Valkyrie. A desert in the western part of Dalmekia. It offers goods, food, and respite to those travelers who endure the long march through sweltering sands. In particular, the hot springs, baths, fed from nearby waters, will not only ease the pain of the road, but are also rumored to cure all manner of ills. From boils and buboes to the various afflictions to the groin. Many of which are like to be contracted at one of the brothels. Okay. Now we know what we're walking into.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Waluda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them?
Okay. Ashen steeds?
Run along and play now, Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Let me just, stick steeds, never mind.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
2 bowls of that, then. An ale.
Right you are.
Hey, girl!
Coming!
What?
Your pal? Would you rather be my squire?
I guess he might have a very notable voice. Is that why he's being quiet? We are going to great lengths to follow her. Ahem. Are we in the same building as Joshua?
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on. Prince Theon has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
She's gonna spot Clive. Oh my god. He's been sick since he was very young, though, so... I don't know if he was coughing blood back then, though. He was just coughing. Excuse me. I'm scared that it's not going to happen, but I really, really want it to happen.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, I'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
Oof.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Oh,
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
Uncle?
Sorry.
What? No, no, stay! God damn it.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
That was some intense motion blur.
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
Oh, she's...
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Come
on. Friend.
I'm afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend. Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
God, I love... He's the best. Alright.
Take it.
Ooh, half health still. Nice. You guys wanna jump in here? I'm surprised it didn't hit the third one. Damn it! Oh, I canceled him.
Bravo, my
my boy! Just like that!
Why not?
It's you.
Raging Fist is... I can't do it on little enemies. Just I can't at all. It's so hard to tell because you stagger them so easily. Or knock them off balance. Cancel their attacks?
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
Hey, you got a lot of money for that, I'm assuming. Go visit. Damn. I swear, she's just Yugiri.
Now's our chance. Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Is there anything... Nope. Oh.
Clive?
Well, right to the right door, he must sense.
What is
He
it now?
Doesn't like vegetables.
It's nothing. Let's go.
What? Guess he wouldn't want to get his uncle, of all people, worked up over nothing. Torgal. So that feather can kind of act as a beacon when you're close.
Where are you?
Well, if we didn't know where to find Kupka before, we do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
I'm so excited for their reunion.
Warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
I don't care what happens in that episode, I'm putting reunion in the title as the second they meet up. Even if they both die in a fiery death or something. Once you go flat. Okay.
Take a sniff, good sir.
My carpets have dried.
What was all that crashing and banging?
Why is the
about
tavern
before?
shut?
Some out-of-towners picked a fight with a guard, I heard. Got cracked skulls for their trouble.
Wonder who could have done such a thing. It put us into a cutscene, so I wasn't able to search over here.
You rest, girl. You found it.
Okay. I kind of assumed there was a treasure chest behind that one, but I guess not. Oh. For the best drop in Dalamil, visit the final sting. What a name. That's where we were, yeah. Duh. Okay. This is a pretty big marketplace. Town? Guess we'll search up here first. Oh my god. Yeah, sure. We'll go this way first. I have to take everything in the first time I'm here. It's impossible to not do that. Oh! Also, like, if you've never even played the game, I feel like it's, oh, you do have to go to the bottom there. It's nice to actually see the paths I'm walking and get, like, a mental map in your own mind, you know, if you're sticking around for the long haul. Is this locked? I guess that's where Joshua's room was. We can't actually, like... Yeah, those are the 3 rooms. We'll be able to go in there later, then. But yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Let me treat
that's
you. I'm pretty flush these days.
Are you now?
Jesus.
I need a drink.
Genuine cactar needles, imported from across the sea. Just one prick and your little sparrow will sing. Are there going to be cactars in this game? It's a Final Fantasy. Please? Cactars and toneberries are all I need in my vision's complete.
Anytime they pull their snouts out of Cook's trough is when they want to lord it over us.
Alright, we're supposed to go... Oh, we're going pretty far down.
It's all the fault of this blasted war. The moment they find out you're from the Empire, they flat out refuse to do business with you.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
She's just trying to make money.
For a measly bunch of Gazal greens.
I named my price. If you can't pay it, that's your problem.
That's fair. They're probably more rare around here. What do you expect?
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream. Before the canyons were lost to beasts and bandits. When I was a girl, I would wave to the boatmen as they set off on their long journey, and they would throw me sweetmeats in return. Such happy times.
No. Stuck in a daydream. Okay, so this little section is just all white rock. Forgot what that's called.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
Isn't this...
That she was working with Sid.
Isn't this her place?
Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Dalamil in the name of this area? I think we know who's in charge. Okay,
Looks
so
like we'll
we
be getting
can't
back
go
to
that
Drake's
way.
Fang anytime soon.
Are you looking for something in particular?
Not your swords or belt or that. Breath of lightning. Oh, lightning rod. I tried lightning rod. It's too distracting. Like, it takes too much to set up and then keep around, and I'm not a fan of that one. Oh, you're right.
My thanks.
The 1,000 Tables. Oh, I did buy one song from Northreach, and I kind of regret it because it's like not fitting for the hideout. Well, I don't regret it, but like I regret spending 40k for it now when I'm not that rich. I don't know which one this is.
Here you are.
All right, we're good. Yeah, we can still search over here though. Yeah, look, the frame rate on that bird. Oh, it's getting better. Just right out of range to be good frame rate. This music's quite fitting here. I'm trying to think of the town name that this reminds me of. It's from FF4. I think it's one of the first places you ever go. And Edward stands out on a pier. He gets attacked by a Sahagin. Oh, God. What is the name of it? Okay. Apparently, it's called Kaipo. I decided to make a thing because it took me like 3 seconds to put together. But yeah, Kaipo. This is the town that it reminds me of in FF4. I don't know why. There are plenty of desert towns in Final Fantasy, but like this is immediately it just kept coming back to this one. Couldn't tell you why. All right. No, we've we've reached a dead end. All right, so talk to these people and then probably end before we take off. Or before we meet.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's family.
What's her face?
Light it for guilt's
Dalamil.
sake. You're a bearer.
Anything I can help you with, travelers? Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
Just mentioning her name's gonna bring her out, probably.
Dalamil is famous for its spas, its markets, and its smithies. Somebody at one of those might be able to help you.
1,000 gil for a measly...
We're still in the target circle. I wonder if it's a lady on the dock. No, it's not. Surprising. Oh no, it's you right here.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Oh, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's family.
Speak with the villagers again.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
Ah.
How many times do I have to tell you?
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
Verda. Oh.
Ask for Ferda at the baths. If this woman you're looking for is still around, you'll know where to find her.
I forgot to talk to the other lady again,
It
but
sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Ferda knows.
all right. Well, since we don't go too far over, I will end it here. So, I'm liking this area so far. I'm surprised how big it is. Like, honestly, a lot of this is just enemies and items to collect, obviously, in the big section. I haven't even searched over here, and part of me wants to go do that. I don't know. Maybe at the beginning of the next episode, I'll just run up there quick, skip to that location and check it out, because I have a feeling this is gonna have some treasure and whatever's going on here. But yeah, for sure in the next one, we're gonna go find her if it's possible to find her. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I will see you in the next one.